What about the Chinese and the Indians who that's most of the planet. And for years, they didn't have cars and air conditioning because they were poor. But they've been lifted out of poverty by the hundreds of millions. And now they want cars and air conditioning.
Mhm.
Are you going to tell them, rich white lady, sorry, we used up all the air. And now you can't have these things. They're going to go, fat, you
No.
guys enjoyed it, and we're going to have it
No.
now.
What we do is the simplest and the least expensive thing, which is we bring solar to them. You know, the powers that be want to bring nuclear, which is a disastrous.
You made a movie about it.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea, and it certainly won't solve the climate crisis. It takes at least 10 to 20 years to build a reactor. No, we bring them inexpensive, locally controlled solar energy and electric cars. We haven't lived up to our promises of giving them money, and we need to give the Global South money so they can do these things. They don't have to go through the same.
Again, people are going to give, even liberals, when they're polled about this, and even when they say, like, agreeing with us that this is a crisis, and then the next question is, and what would you pay in a year to address this crisis? And the answer is like $10 or maybe 100. Not close to the money we're talking about. I mean,
but we have to get in a government that will give the money that we're talking about.
Well, you have to vote.
We have to make sure that that part of the world that needs development like we've had, we have to offer them the new way of developing. So you don't have to go right through. It's like there are countries that left over feudalism. They don't have to go through fossil fuels to get to a sustainable energy source. We can,
but, I mean, darling, this would have to be passed by Congress. We can't transfer trillions of dollars, especially to other nations, by fiat, unless we become a dictatorship, which...
That's why voting is so important. We have to elect people who understand, be they Republicans or Democrats, that we're in a crisis and we have to do everything we can. And we have to say, what?
I know, but I'm telling you, nobody in Congress is going to vote for that because they would have to answer to their constituents who would be saying, why are you saying that my taxes have to go up 60%
Let me tell you something.
India?
Listen.
That's just going to happen in America. You know that.
We, taxpayers, including poor people, out-of-work people all across this country, are giving $20 billion to the fossil fuel industry every year. Think what that money could do. $20 billion could go to Africa, South America, the places that want to develop and solve their problems. We're paying for that. The people that are killing us are getting our money to do it. So we stop the subsidies, and put it to helping the rest of the world. You know what I mean?
I'm not opposed to your plan. I'm just saying it's not a plan that will ever get passed. So why obsess about it? Maybe what we should do, I'm sorry to say it, I always resisted it, is, yes, we might have to invent our way out of this. And it looks, I'm telling you, all the articles this year, not from right-wing sources, this is in the New York Times, are actually very promising. There's like 5 new, which kind of makes sense because we are getting, I mean, with AI especially, the amount of scientific questions that elude us is going to decrease exponentially. This is how I think that you and I might be sitting here in 100 years and having this 100th year anniversary of the first time you were on Club Random, because it's possible we could live forever. I certainly hope you do. But
I certainly hope I don't.
Really?
No.
Why? You're having a great time.
No, life...
No, I mean now.
Life only makes sense if there's a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Why? That's a story. That's not life.
I mean, if you really think about living forever, not tempting to me at all.
But you don't want to go tomorrow. So you think there's a day that's going to be like, oh, tomorrow is a good day?
I don't care. I'm not afraid of dying. I just want to be sure that when I die, I know that I've done everything I possibly could.
Well, that you did.
I am.
I mean, you...
You're so cynical, God.
Well, and you're so naive.
You think so?
Yes. But I love
We'll
you.
see.
But, but yeah, you're very much like the character in The Way We Were. I mean, you could have played that part. Not that Barbara didn't do an amazing, awesome, perfect job.
Well, according to Barbara, my whole career I owe to her.
Well, let's not get gossipy.
But we won't go into that. Yeah.
But you know the character I'm talking about. I don't know
Barbara
if
Streisand's character?
you. Yes, in
about?
The Way We Were.
Or Robert Redford's character?
I get it. Hey everyone, I'm on Substack now. Check it out and subscribe now at billmaher.substack.com. What could be simpler than that? My name, then dot, substack.com.